It's misty out here and shit. But yeah, let's go over here. So what made me do this video was you know, um a lot of the brothers in the boxing live at the end, we started chopping it up. You know how we do about something else. Some of the brothers in there was like, they like what I was speaking on about the moms and that last morning live we did about the two brothers in Texas. When old girl screamed grape soda and they proved that she lied and shit. Um, yeah, they proved that she lied. But what also inspired the video was a couple days ago, Blueface Mama, I forget her name. You know, she on that Rich Auntie podcast, whatever, which is pure ghetto. Y'all thought, um, y'all thought, BET was bad. If y'all ain't seen Zeus Network, if you got a girl or you dealing with a girl that watch Zeus, that's a huge red flag. You know, and you as a man watch Zeus, that's a huge red flag. That is a ghetto network. Um, y'all thought BET was bad, but the only positive about Zeus is at least it's a black man that own it. You know, but Zeus, no. You know, she watched Zeus, man. Like the box probably fire though, but the fire box is always attached to women that we ain't got we don't have no business dealing with. But yeah, that's straight up a ghetto, a way ghettoer VT. I mean, that's a horrible network. You should never wife a chick that watch Zeus. Never. No, no productive women that's wifey material watch Zeus. So they podcast is on Zeus, and obviously the clips make the rounds. And it got Black China Mama on there, which the one with the game was cringeworthy. I didn't even know she was married. The game didn't even know she was married. That's just to let you know there's always saving grace for women. You know, I got a video, free Patreon video coming up, probably beginning of next month. I don't know if I gave away one this month on the regular channel. It's either this week or next week or something like that. And I talk about no matter they pass. No, my bad. That's the Megan Thee Stallion video. Y'all see that probably today. And I talked about Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Craig, and I say no matter her past, it's always gonna be somebody that signed up to cuff it. And a lot of us been there. You know what I'm saying? We cuffed the hoe and we tried to ignore her past, but it came back to bite us in our ass. So, we got to be real, right? And you only learn by experience. But nonetheless, you had shout out to Angel, salute. We had Blueface Mama. She turned 52 the other day. All right. And she said, I'm really 22. Right. And this box still get wet, you know, and I'm about to live my life because I didn't get a chance to live my life because I had kids. Now don't forget, this was the same woman that told her kids that, she could have locked them in the attic and she could have ran off with Shaq. Shaq wanted her. She told her kids that, Blueface and his brothers and all that type of stuff. I think he got a sister or whatever. And she told them that. And uh, because you made a decision at a young age because you couldn't control your box or you chose to have kids, you know, um, you got to tell the kids to suffer. And, you get that a lot from black mothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, with them, you should be happy that I didn't abort you. I'm telling you, that's what they be saying. Like, they say, what, 80 or 90% of, it's raining like a motherfucker now. They say 80 or 90% of, I gotta get my raincoat. 80 or not, I should have just put it on. They said 80 or 90% of black children wasn't planned for. You ninjas was just mistakes, improv. Most of us. I don't say y'all, but most of us, right? So, and they act like they doing us a favor for us being here. No, none of us asked to be here, right? And you'd be surprised how many of the black women in our community, we barely made it. Steph Curry mother. I did a video on Free Game 89. Just go over there, put Steph Curry name in. I talked about how Steph Curry mother, and this didn't make the media, said she almost aborted him and almost didn't keep him. So most of these women, when they be saying that, you know, we was one decision away, one emotional cry away with a pint of Haagen-Dazs away from going or not being here. So when we talk about how messed up the community is, bro, this is very deep rooted. Think about that. You go into a family that planned and wanted you to be here and happy that you're here. You know what I'm saying? They got everything rolled out. They got, them type of families ain't improv in your life. They know exactly what they want you to go to school to be a doctor. They want you to go to private school. They financially stable. They living together. They married or they about to be married. That's a whole different type of positive energy than your brother got another mother. Your sister got your brother got another daddy. Your sister got another daddy. Or y'all wasn't supposed to be here. And then every time your mother gets stressed and mad, she blame y'all for everything. It's a nasty world out here, and it's a lot of women and guys dealing like that. And on top of that, and that's a different conversation probably for the Patreon, but I just wanted to dive in that real quick. And, these women at 52 years old, like Blueface Mama, she still look good, but you ain't nobody gonna marry her. Ain't nobody gonna take it serious. That's a cougar fetish. Cougars, you hit them for a minute, whatever, get what you get up out of them, get a couple of dollars out of them, have a good time. And then, you keep them on standby. You might keep them in the rotation until you meet somebody else. And that's what she don't understand. She going out here, I'm 22, I'm 52, but it's my 22. No, you 52. You know what I'm saying? You 52. And they competing with their daughters. You done seen videos, and a lot of internet stuff is skits, right? But a lot of this shit is actually happening in real life, where the daughter then caught the mother in the bed with her boyfriend. They competing. That's why when a daughter, like, if you watch My Wife and Kids, and we're gonna take a deep dive. If you watch My Wife and Kids, remember, like when Tisha Campbell in real life, she was trying to lose weight, so she told them that and I'm gonna give y'all some more insight to that show too. She told them that it was okay for them to make fun of her weight on the show because it was motivating her to lose weight in real life, right? So when Claire bought a dress, the light-skinned Claire, not the dark-skinned Claire, because they replaced her. When Claire bought a dress and Tisha Campbell, the wife, she basically moved Claire's head out the way and put her head on Claire, like around Claire's body, and say, well, this is what I used to look like in high school, or this is what I used to look like before I had y'all. I was in shape before I had the kids and all this. And so, like, if y'all seen that episode, I don't know how many people seen that episode, and she basically was, reminiscing about, physically how good she used to look before she had kids when she was in her prime. All right, and also about that show, the rumor is they ripped off D.L. Hughley's story. You remember D.L. Hughley had the TV show, and that's his story, that he was an entrepreneur, he had a business and all that. But F D.L. Hughley. So I'm glad the Wayans ripped him off. The Wayans show, My Wife and Kids, was better than D.L. Hughley Tubi show anyway. His old zesty ass. But yeah, so that's been forever. So the mother's been competing with the daughters forever. This is why it's so important to have a man in the house, because once the mothers and the daughters start competing, the first thing mothers do is run off the daughter. That's the first thing they do. How you think all these, you know how many women, girls that I knew that ran away? I told y'all about the chick that was in my hood that her mother was looking for her like 2, 3 months. And she was at the trap house and they was just running her. For 2 or 3 months, this girl ran away. She was a teenager. I can't give you an exact age. In the trap, and the niggas in the trap was just running her. Her mother looking for her. Everybody in the hood knew where she was at. The niggas in the trap for like 90 days, 3 months, just running a train on her. Just running her. You think somebody can get out. You think somebody gonna wife her? You think what happened if somebody wife her? She can't unsee that experience. I had another homegirl, we was kicking it, we just kicking it, whatever, cool. And she said she ran away from home. And, she dropped out of school. Her baby daddy, I assume he was older. She had twins. She said, but I did go back and get my degree. You know? She said she had twins. So, at the end of the day, um, it's been a lot of those stories, and a lot of those stories, they come about because the mother be jealous of the daughter. Hold on. A lot of those stories come off because the mother be jealous of the daughter. That's all that be. Remember Mike Epps talked about that, talking about the mother-daughter rivalry and shit, and how the mother would tell all the business in the house. She's smelling herself, and I had to hit her up against the washer and the dryer and shit. That shit real. And you gotta understand, a lot of these women, when they become 13, 14, 15, they hypersexual. Bro. So women are hypersexual to begin with. So they going out here and they got access to men, real talk, that, they got access to men that, 30-year-old women don't. A lot of them dudes was pulling up to the high school. They was training them women. I mean, really, it could legally be called pimping. Real talk. They was really pimping 13, 14, 15-year-old women, right? So when a mama get mad, guess who they running off with? They running off with them niggas. You know? And what's so funny is we get the rap as men as, being sexual and initiating sex, but ain't nothing more sexual than a teenage girl. Ain't nothing more sexual than a woman. Real talk. So with Blueface Mama going out here, I didn't get to live my child, I didn't get to live my life, and my box still get wet at 52 and all this type of stuff, and okay. No respect. She's a grandmother. Grandmothers don't want to be grandmothers no more. They want to be over-sexualized cougars. And these were the mothers that was raising you, or a lot of us, listening to Sexy Red, trying to relive the glory days, who don't want to knit, don't want to cook, don't want to babysit, don't want to go play bingo. Don't know social media then indoctrinated a lot of women with not wanting to let the game go. Because they were told by their mothers, don't be under no man, don't be under his leadership, right? Don't be under his leadership. Don't listen to him. Go get your own. Go be independent. Go get a degree. You don't need no man. All he gonna do is control your life. And all of it is really just protection. We sacrifice to protect. We sacrifice our health to protect them. And most dudes says, you know what? When all they want is babies, cash, and dick from us, like, you know what? We give you the cash and the dick. That's it. That's what dudes are saying now. And a lot of dudes not even giving you the cash and dick no more. You know, a lot of times they just straight getting dick. That's it. Dudes ain't giving them nothing no more. Common courtesy, nothing. They getting throttled. And they so sexualized that they ain't even getting the bag no more in a lot of situations. And these are the women. These are the generation of women. That's a direct effect from those their grandmother. This has always been the case. You got to understand when a lot of us was enslaved, when we was in slavery. Hold on. When we was in slavery, all right, we was married at a high rate. Okay, at a very high rate. You know, and the minute we broke bondage, a lot of our women in our community, a lot of women in our community, they went to go work and work with Becky and Brad. So straight out of bondage, they sold us out. And this is what they don't tell you. They say everything is our fault. But as soon as they broke bondage, they flipped the script on us. You ever heard about the story about the Romans and how the Romans took over? I forget the other country they took over, and I forget the name of that country. When the Romans took all their women, and the men came back. Finally, I forget the name of the fucking people. They men got there after a while. They made their army strong enough to come back and get their women, and the women told them that they didn't want them to get them back. They had started families with the Romans. You know what I'm saying? They liked it over there. They didn't want to break their family up with the Romans, and they stayed loyal and they stayed laid up with the Romans. So they told their men, "No, we happy over here. Don't come free us from the Romans." The Romans took over their village and took their women and slutted their women out, made them wives and all that. And when they got their military or their army strong enough, or they got enough men to come back and fight the Romans, you know what I'm saying? I forget the name of the country. When they got enough might to fight the Romans, they women told them, "No, we happy over here. You know, don't come save us. We good. We got families. We got kids. Stay in school. We happy. We got food. We don't want y'all no more." So you got to understand that, bro. This is like when they talk about going back to Africa to get a woman, or going to Thailand to get a woman and all that type of stuff. Come on. When they talk about that type of stuff, man, female nature is female nature, bro. No, come on. Some women just disguise it better. Some women just disguise it better. Female nature is female nature. And a lot of these women, and over here, this is just a direct descendant from them generations, and them telling, "Oh, get away from him. He trying to hold you back." And all you doing is trying to protect women. You can't. In a lot of cases, most parents can't protect their daughters no more. They can't protect their sons no more. And they just be like, "You know what? I'm tired of this little nigga or this girl running away. I just can't take it no more. Let them stay in the street, kick them out." Instead of being parent, it's called lazy parenting. And you think women like Blueface Mother, who who still want to be in the dating pool because they never got married, can't get married, and I'm gonna dig a little bit deeper on this. No Diddy, can't get married, never got married, right? You think this don't fuck with their daughter's head, bro? You think this don't mess with their daughter? Your grandmother is supposed to be loving and nurturing and knitting, and her and Pawpaw supposed to be taking the kids to the lake, and you know what I'm saying? They supposed to be enjoying they grandkids and all that. They supposed to be enjoying that part. But your mama at the same club you at. Your mama dating the same guys your age. You know what I'm saying? Your mama trying to, you got some, at your birthday party or your kickback get together, your mama sitting there, you 20, 25, your mama and and your friend and your friends, boyfriends, or your friends, guys you met face, and she trying to sleep with them. You know how embarrassing that is? Come on. You know how embarrassing that is, bro? you having to kick back, and then you wake up and one of your homeboys, one of your homegirls bring her brother or his homeboy. No, come on, come on, and he bring his homeboys, and then you wake up in the morning and he coming out the bathroom sleeping with your mama. You know how embarrassing and how much psychological damage that do to a daughter. And I even heard stories, and I know personal stories of the mothers sleeping with their son's friends. How you can't overcome that. How can you unsee that as a young man? And a lot of the dudes still forgive their mother. They be mad at the moment, but a lot of them dudes still forgive their mother. Come on. They still forgive their mother. Come on. They still forgive their mother. I know personal stories where you at a homeboy crib and his mother is walking around the crib half naked, shaking ass, showing her ass off to the friend. The friend's gonna make a joke. And a lot of these niggas of this generation, they don't have no respect. They gonna sleep with your moms. We've been seeing a bunch of internet stories about dudes sleeping with dudes' moms, going in the room, clapping her cheeks. Like, dude, how do you get over that, bro? Like, mentally, how do you get over that? Your mama can't even control her box to the point where she can't stop. She can't sleep with your. She can't control it where she can't stop sleeping with your friends. And some mamas did knock down the whole crew. This is the protection that being married and being married or being with a man provide. When a woman don't got no man, when she 40, 35, 40, 50, when she don't got no man, she irritable, she ain't happy, she miserable, and she can't control that box. That's why you see a lot of these teachers, these female teachers. It was another story that came up. A female teacher was letting the students have their way like Burger King. Had their way like Burger King. This is why. And the ones that's married, they married who they can, which they all do, but not who they really physically attracted to. That's a problem when you just marrying a provider type. When you can't sexually stimulate your partner, it's a wrap. And most women marry guys, they can't sexually stimulate them. That's a fact. They married a beta male provider. And that's the unfortunate stop. That's the unfortunate facts about it. And that's why you see a lot of situations in marriages when they lock you in a marriage, you know, when they lock a dude in a marriage, they withhold sex. They withhold sex. That's why. Because they never wanted you. And these dudes knew it. Before you married her, she was withholding sex. But they'd go out here and give sex to students. They'd go out here and give sex you know, to to random guys behind your back. Stop. Stop. Come on. Yeah. So this is the danger of this is the danger of these women being single. It's very dangerous. Because it's throwing off the dating ecosystem. So now the 80-20 rule, now we got the 80-20 rule. Now you got to throw the cougars in there. Come on. So most women is sharing dudes regardless. And most of these women don't want to let the game go. They don't want to be grandmothers. They want to dress like women. And, you could be an older woman. And I remember I used to work out with a chick at LA Fitness. She had a Hellcat. She was an older woman, I've never seen her with a guy, but Chuck probably know who I'm talking about. If Chuck hear this, because we worked out at the same LA Fitness and shit. Miles, Miles, come on, come on. Chuck knew who I'm talking about. It was this chick. She had this green Charger. I believe it's a Hellcat, and she's crazy. She was a brown skinned lady. Um, she had a cold ass body, but she had gray hair. But she, she still can get the 2 pump special. You know how it go. And you know, and I never seen a ring on her finger or nothing. Beautiful lady. She had a nice Hellcat, kept herself together. Probably had money. No money and miserable. I mean, money and miserable. A lot of these women gonna end up dying early. Them older women, they gonna be miserable. And then the problem with y'all be like, man, these women terrible and they don't do this. Then you gotta understand, this gonna be a fucked up comment. I swear to God, this gonna be the most worst comment I probably ever made. Stop. This gonna be the worst comment I ever made. I swear to God, this gonna be the most off the wall comment. But you ninjas gonna know, the brothers gonna know it's true. These mothers train their sons to be better wives than their daughters. I swear to God. These women train their sons to be better wives than their daughters. Tell me I'm lying, bro. And if you do, I'm gonna elaborate. No need to ask to elaborate. I say it again. These women train their daughters, train their sons to be better wives than their daughters. These niggas know how to knit, they know how to crochet, they know how to cook, they know how to clean. You know what I'm saying? They know how to listen, they be understanding. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They know more about the female anatomy. They know more about ovulation, more about periods. They know more about pregnancy. They know more about playing bees. They know more about women. They know more about women than most women do. Crazy, bro. And most of these women leave their mother house and don't know nothing. Don't know how to cook. Don't know how to clean. Don't know how to wash their private areas. You know what I'm saying? Barely know how to put on the bra. Right? Right? Yep, they wearing fingernail polish like women. They fashion, they dressing like women. They dressing like women now. Acting like women, raising their sons to be women. Men know, these men today know how to raise better daughters than women do. It's a crazy world. Come here. Nope. Come here. It's crazy. And this is all because they don't want to be under the leadership of a man. They was told by their mothers, and their grandmothers told their mothers, and their great grandmothers told their grandmothers, all the way back, not to trust dudes. Don't listen to men. Men are evil. Don't get your own stuff. I'm telling y'all, it's nothing that you really can do. Like I said, I done dated women, and most of the women I date, whatever odd reason, I seriously date, you know, most of them all had both parents in some capacity, right? Some stayed with their daddy, some stayed with their mama, some stayed with both, right? But a lot of them, some of them still came with a masculine mentality, like I don't need no nigga, I could do it on my own, where I don't need no man. I'm telling you, bro, that's just not a single mother trait no more. Because the mothers are indoctrinated, they've been indoctrinating the daughters to be like this. So this is kind of why I changed my opinion on interracial dating. And me and Kobe go back and forth on this. And he said, well, the culture, it's a culture shock when you go to the white family and all that type of stuff, and how they do things. And I don't know. I never really indulged in it, right? But at the end of the day, the dysfunction is so great in the black community. It's so deep rooted. Just listen to everything I talked about, and it's just the tip of the iceberg. It's just the tip of the iceberg. Yup, they wearing hair bonnets now. I've been said that. My mom didn't believe me when I said that until she seen it. As soon as I said it, we started seeing dudes in Charlotte with hair bonnets on. So it's just not a Detroit thing. And it's so deep rooted that it's to the point. Can you blame a lot of these brothers for wanting to go marry into an actual culture where women are actually trained to revere they husbands or they boyfriends, and they actually want to get married, they actually want to be wives, they actually want to wash you up when you get home, they don't want to stress you out, they know how to be husbands. I shared with Myron, ask Myron, and I shared with Mike too. And it was this post this woman said, I was raised to be strong and independent. I got 5 kids. I could do it on my own. This black girl said that. And I'm just looking like, she was so fucking stupid. You was stupid. They don't even know the damage that they doing. They want to do it on their own. And a lot of them, they just want to use y'all. They want to use y'all for a baby. I keep telling y'all that, bro. Most dudes, and Kobe was arguing me this up and down about Naomi Osaka and what's the dude name? YBN Corday. He was arguing me up and down. He was arguing me up and down about that shit. About 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 their situation. And I told him, dude, like, I know this like the back of my hand. She just wanted a baby from the nigga. That's it. They just want the baby from you. Cause it ain't about the child support. It ain't about the child support, bro. Like, in that situation, it is, because they still want to spend your money and they want to hurt and break you as a man. So it's more about breaking you and hurting you as a man at that point. But if she broke, she want to do all broke. She want the stream of income, all that. You gotta understand, broke chick, she gonna go on welfare. I heard dudes say their baby mama put them on child support. Why? They live together. Like, absolutely not. You broke, you on welfare, so you get the welfare check, you get the child support, and then if the guy don't give you money out their pocket, then you demonize him and you withhold the kids from him too, or you can do that anyway. So in their situation, it's not about that. She just wanted the baby. I'm telling y'all, bro. And a lot of them, some OT talk, for y'all who don't believe me, they were created to help a man, But a lot of people don't believe me when I say, when when Brad used to go into the slave quarters and knock them up, right? They liked it. They liked it. They liked it. Women naturally like guys who empower. They naturally want the most. That's just who they are. So they see the white man enslaving black people. They wanted to be with the guy who the most powerful. So that's still indoctrinated in them. This is why you see them, and I swear I'm gonna talk about this on the Patreon, because I can't talk about it on the regular channel how I want to, right? But if I remember, the crazy thing about it is, how they put, and a lot of the brothers don't be on code. They want to publicly hold each other accountable on these women platforms, like that Cam Newton and old girl shit. Like, they want to hold each other accountable on them platforms, but they talking about how black guys always getting the bottom of the barrel white girls, fat white girls, fettling white girls, white girls that act black. That's who they be rolling with, right? And a lot of times, most of the respectable white women and the professional white women, they can't bring black guys home, right? And I'm the same thing with the brads, right? But nobody talk about these off-brand brads these women be getting, right? Nobody talk about that. These women be with off-brand brads. They do. They be with off-brand brads, fat brads, old brads. Like I said, there's a lady in my complex right now. I can hit her if I want to. Don't want to. The way she be standing, I can hear her if I want to. She with this 60-year-old Brad, right? She with this 60-year-old Brad. Like I said before, come on, he ain't hit that shit for nothing, bro. He ain't hitting on nothing. And they be with, I see it now that I moved out to the suburbs, I see it all the time. They be with these fat, regular, brass, and then hold on, stop sniffing shit. There you go. And it was a brother that did a clip. I might try to have to share this in the Patreon if I find it. He did a clip where he talked about he listened to the internet rhetoric. He said you would think that these black women being with these white guys, that these white guys are spending buku amount of money on them, and he said 60 or I think he said 70% of the interracial couples that black women and white guys that come in his restaurant that he work at, he said 70% of the time the black women is paying for it. The black women are paying. So they paying to keep Brad. See, the difference is with a lot of the brothers that be with Becky pay for everything. They make Becky pay. So a lot of the bottom of the barrel Keishas that divest, and a lot of them on this internet stuff, they claim that they divest, but they still be getting knocked up or married to a black dude. So come on, it's a hustle. And they don't understand the harm that they doing, right? So a lot of them be with the bottom of the barrel Brad. Telling you. And they be holding him up proud and about. He don't be in shape, six pack, six figures. He be the Brad that got shunned. What's that? The King of Queens, what's her name? Queenie or whatever. And she got exposed. She exposed her Brad for being broke. Look at that dude. Deadbeat father. Fat, out of shape. And a lot of that just boiled down to them wanting the light-skinned baby. A lot of that boiled down to them just wanting a light-skinned baby with good hair. I'm telling y'all, who was the real colorist when we went to school? Who was the real colorist when we went to school? Like, we might make a dark-skinned joke every now and again, playfully, but who was fighting other girls because they was pretty light-skinned with long hair? That was, come on, we wasn't beating up our friend who had good hair. We wasn't beating up Mixed Michael who had the good hair. We wasn't do. Michael was gang. You know what I'm saying? Michael was gang. Hold on, but he's speeding. Michael was gang. That wasn't us. That wasn't what we was about. That wasn't what we was about at all. That was them beating up the dark-skinned, bald-head girls, beating up the light-skinned, pretty girls and the mixed girls. Or they was fighting the light-skinned girls because they was pretty. And what we know now, also, it was a sexual attraction to them. What we know now, it was a sexual attraction to them. Crazy, right? What we know now, and I be proving it to Myron. I sent the picture to Myron the other day. Well, yesterday to be exact. I put y'all on game. I put y'all up on game that the women, they be going on a girls trip or your girl got gay guy friends. They be sleeping with them. They be sleeping with them. They be sleeping with them guys that be hanging around that's gay, bro. If they ain't, And this is why a lot of dudes just like, you know what? I'm gonna be a virgin. Or this is why a lot of dudes like, I ain't never get married. That's why a lot of guys say I'm getting a vasectomy or whatever situation may be. A lot of niggas like, I'm good, bro. And you can't blame them. He said butt breaking. He said top tier women are served for the top tier white men. I see this a lot down here in Florida and GA. Yeah. Though I keep saying this, and a lot of people don't believe. Michael fight me hand and foot on this. But statistically, they say that the white men are the most desired in the dating market because they seen as the most resourceful and got the most money. But that's not true. That's not true. If you look at the earning scale, what they earn in America, that's not true, bro. They way down the scale with us. They don't spend no money, bro. He said Eve bucked on Adam and listened to the old serpent. Yup. They say first letter of evil is Eve. Some women want those shackings. I don't know what that meant. Like, you mean pound it out? The movement doesn't help us to build our race. Nope. Nope. It's designed that way. Interracial relationship is not good for us. I agree with that. But it's a lot that's not good for us. Come on. It's a lot that's not good for us. But it's beyond, it's out of our control. Every other group of race, they frown upon it. When you get into this, when you get Americanized, it's a wrap. You can't control what your kids can do. A lot of times, you pounding your kid's head, marry a black woman, marry a Chinese woman. If you Chinese, marry Korean. If you Mexican, marry Mexican. But a lot of times, they just want to be resentful, and they want to marry who they want to marry. You know, I'll tell you this, one thing I learned about teenage girls is that raising one, and if y'all gonna have girls or, you know, y'all gonna deal with this, one thing I learned is that if she bring a guy home, let me put my earpiece in because I gotta start cooking or finish cooking. If she like a dude, if she bring a dude home and she like him, hold on, and she like him, and she like him, and she like him, and she like him, um, it's a wrap. And y'all like him as parents. You like, well, David is a good guy. We like him. That's instantly gonna turn her off. She not gonna date David no more. So if she bring a guy home, y'all really like him. That's how women wired. She ain't gonna like him no more. She is not gonna like David no more. No cap. You know what I'm saying? Especially when she's young, they resentful and they rebel. They rebel. And that's why you got so many, like, in other cultures, this is why you got so many controlling parents, and they starting to lose that grip because a lot of the Western ideas are starting to go, down. It's starting to go worldwide. They starting to go worldwide. So, yeah, a lot of the Western ideas, it's starting to be adopted by everybody around the world. So, if you like him, if you be like, man, he's a good dude, I like him. And your daughter, it's gonna dry her up. She ain't gonna be interested in him. Listen to me. I'm telling y'all, been there, done that. Been there, done that. What Fiend say? I done it all. Been there, done that. That's just how they operate. That's how they operate. So guys ain't gonna do, but the guys that can, they gonna adapt. They gonna adapt. They're gonna adapt. They're gonna be that. They're gonna be whatever they need to be to get the box. But a lot of them older women, they ain't gonna let that man. That ain't going nowhere. So you think we had this Blueface Mama generation of women is single, right? You would think they single and miserable. You gotta understand, the marriage rate is plummeting. It's plummeting. Get out of there. Come on. The marriage rate is plummeting. Right? More men want to get married than women in their prime, right? So if we say this generation of Blueface mother and them, they acting like this. Imagine what these new mothers gonna act like. You got grandmothers that's 33, 34 years old. You know what I'm saying? So imagine what this new generation gonna be like. Real talk. So these women really ain't gonna be married. They really not gonna be married, bro. So you gotta understand, the next generation about to be worse than this. Said it creates confusion in each other. They do. Look at Brittany Renner. Look at J. Cole. He ain't lying. A lot of people that's mixed, they be confused. Tell me I'm lying. They be confused. They create an identity crisis. They don't know where to fit in at. They never find peace. They weird. Malika Andrews, weird. We go on and on and on. On and on and on like Erykah Badu. That is an actual observation. That is an observation that I've been having. You know? Real talk. He ain't lying about that one. They weird. Let's just call it what it is. Confused. Weird. You know? And it's the sad truth. It's the sad truth. So it's not good for the end of the day. I can't sit here and tell y'all to put yourself, you know, do the race loyalty to put yourself through this. With these women. I can't tell y'all that. I can't push that. Because when I see I go out there and like Dr. Umar and you know, do this and do that, you should marry them, you should do that. I ain't married them, so I can't tell you all that. You should do this and you should do that. I would like that. But then you being loyal to somebody that's not loyal to you. And one day, it goes left. And then you have an episode where you lose your mind. That's what be happening. You know? That's what be happening. But, you ain't lying about that one. J. Cole is weird. Rick Renner is weird. You know? Real talk. But, yeah, these grandmas, though, who don't want to be, that's a real thing, bro. They talk about how older men be in the club and they be in the club, you know, trying to get young girls. Women do the same thing. Whatever we do, they want to be able to do it. That's just what it is. Whatever we do as men, they want to be able to do it. They want to be able to do it. Whatever we do as men, if they see dudes, they complain about it. Oh, you're a predator. You're dating a girl that's 10 years younger than you. You 40 and dating a 25-year-old. That's what they turn around and do. They want to do what men do. So they turn around and they try to do what we do, but they can't do it. They try to do what we do, but they literally can't do it. Because their money don't matter. Their money don't matter to a man. No matter how much money they get, they so selfish as women, it ain't gonna never matter. When a woman buy you something, y'all break up, she gonna take it back. Most dudes be like, keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. So their money don't matter, dog. And that's something that they'll never understand. He saw something in the Bible was going off from God marrying all those different race of women. You know. But you know, that is what it is, man. But they don't want to they want to do whatever men do. They seem okay. And a lot of the reason, I'm gonna end off on this. A lot of the reason that these men are back here on the dating market at, I hate these headphones, they just never stay in my ear. A lot of the reason why these men are back on the dating market 40, 50 years old is because they got divorced. And they got fucked over and divorced. So if these women didn't want to go back to the streets so bad, like Greg Matthews' wife, she want to go back to the streets. He moved her out to Cali. Somebody done freaked her out, Charlie. Some weird nigga want to hit a 62-year-old, right? She found something new. I'm telling you what it is. She probably brought up all the time she cheated. And I'm telling y'all, when you mess over a woman good enough, cheating, or she fed up and she stick around, she done, bro. Ain't no point of being faithful to that no more. If your girl take you back after you cheated, or she stick by you after you cheated, keep cheating. Keep cheating. Don't feel bad. Keep cheating. Keep doing you. Don't feel bad for what you done. Because chances are, she already cheated on you, and she gonna get her get back. So it don't make no sense to be faithful. Listen to me. What did the future say? I will never tell her sorry. If she catches me cheating, I'll never tell her sorry. Don't. If your girl get you cheating, she probably just caught you first. I'm telling you. The older they get, the more they want to turn up. That's true. Because they know them eggs gone, they going away. They know it's the end. They don't want to be wives no more. Until they figure out they ain't got no retirement fund. They ain't got no protection in that empty house they finessed out of their husband. That's it. But other than that, I'm about to dip out here. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to Origin G of Z and Hackman. Salute, bro. Y'all kept it rolling out here. Peace.